Here is question number 17 from chapter 7, Vectors Application. The vector A and B has a length of 2 and 1 respectively. The vectors A plus 5B and 2A minus 3B are perpendicular. Determine the angle between A and B. So now what we are given here is that the magnitude of A is equals to 2 and magnitude of B equals to 1. That is given to us. Second, we are also given that A plus 5B and 2A minus 3B are perpendicular. That means A plus 5B dot 2A minus 3B should be equals to how much? Should be equal to 0 since they are perpendicular. Do you understand? So that is what is given to us. And what do we need to find? Angle between A and B. That is what we need to find. So angle between A and B we can find from A dot B. Correct? What is A dot B? A dot B is AB cos theta. So from there we can find angle between A and B. Right? And from this expression which we have here, which is dot product is equals to 0. So from this equation we will find what is A dot B. Okay, so let's start. So we have vector A plus 5B dot 2A minus 3B equals to 0. So let's expand. So we get 2 times A. So using the dot product rule, once you do A times A dot A, you get magnitude of A square, right? So you get 2 times magnitude of A square, and here we get minus 3 times A dot B, correct? And with 5B you get 5 times 2 is 10, so 10 times A dot B and B dot A is same thing. So let me write A dot B itself, and 5 times 3 is 15, magnitude of B square. This is equals to 0. Now we know what is A and what is B. A is 2 and B is 1. So substitute these values here and then find our answer. So we get 2 times A is 2. So we get 2 times 2 square minus 3 A dot B and 10 A dot B becomes plus 7 A dot B minus 15 times B is given to us as 1 equals to 0, right? So from here we can find what is 7 A dot B equals to. So now we have 7 A dot B, and on this side we get 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 minus. So let's write down 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Let me write first plus 8 minus 15 equals to 0, right? And then we get 7 A dot B equals to, that is minus 7. So I'm taking it on the other side, so I get plus 7, right? So from here we get A dot B is equal to 1, right? So that is A dot B. Now if A dot B equals to 1, we also know A dot B is also equals to magnitude of A times magnitude of B times cos of angle between them, right? Now A dot B is 1 for us. We'll say 1 equals to magnitude of A is 2, magnitude of B is 1, and cos theta, right? That means cos theta is equals to 1 over 2, right? And that means theta equals to cos inverse of half, and cos inverse of half is 60 degrees. So we get theta equals to 60 degrees, and therefore the answer is that the angle between A and B is 60 degrees, right? So that is how we should be doing it. I hope you understand the concept. So the concept here is, since we are given that these two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product should be 0. So that is the starting point. And once you expand on that, then you can find what is A dot B. And you know A dot B is also magnitude of A times magnitude of B times cosine of theta. So relating the two, we get the angle. So that is how these types of questions will be solved. This is a very important question for you. Go through it once again so that you are fully prepared for your test. Thank you and all the best.